They add life and are an easy-to-use item sorting system. I'm going to show you how to build and use copper golems and copper golem statues. To build a copper golem, all you need is a block of copper and either a carved pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern. You can place it on top, or let's try with a different type of copper block here. You can place it to the side. And as you can see, what you get is exactly the same level of oxidation. So let's try this one, like that, and this one right here, like that. So there we go. We have all 4 levels of oxidation. Now you may have noticed that this one has become stationary. It is now a copper golem statue. Now I will get into that a bit later. If you place another copper block right here and carved pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern here, we get a double chest. Now, even if it's a different color, what will happen if we place this down here and this? It turns into a double chest, but with the new block color. So as you can see, they're just wandering around and opening chests without much of a purpose. So we need to give them a purpose, and that is to sort items. So I'm going to ask them to do some sorting of wood. Now let's place a couple of chests here like this, maybe another couple like this. And what I'd like to do is, in each of these, I'm going to place one single block so it knows where to find them. As you can see, we're just putting these 2 in this one. And over here, we're going to put in birch and jungle. Now, let's go and place the rest in there. Let's place the rest in here for the spruce. And for this one, let's put in birch. And how about in this one, let's put jungle. So as you can see, they are carrying a maximum of 16 in the stack. So you can see we've already filled with oak planks. So that's all done. And they're going to be sorting these fairly quickly. 31 left here, 47 left here. Let's see the progress. This is getting almost done, and as you can see, they are working on this now. Now, there is another way that you can make a copper golem. You can use a dispenser for this. So what I'm going to do is place down a block of copper right here, and in here I'm going to place a carved pumpkin. So just press that button, and there you go. Like many other copper items, they do oxidize. So if you want to prevent that, you can use honeycomb to wax them. So let's try it on this one. We won't oxidize now. Let's try with the chest. And we'll talk about these guys later here. Put it on this guy and put it on this guy. So these ones will not oxidize. You can also remove oxidation by using an axe. Let's not do that. You have to sneak to do that first, like this. And you can do it on the copper golems themselves. So you can do it on all of these here. Let's try it on here. Right there. And you can also remove the wax. I can't tell which ones are waxed, but let's remove it from that. We just did. Okay. And we removed it from that. Now, they can die, so if you kill one of them, let's do this. Oh. It's running away. As you can see, they panic. They panic very much. There we go. What we get is a single copper ingot back. Copper golems have no problems being underwater. They don't die, but they don't swim either. Another thing is, they don't take fall damage. So I'm just going to push this guy off, if I can. He doesn't want to go, but they try to avoid falling. There we go. No fall damage whatsoever. As these are all empty, they will take a few seconds to take a look at each copper chest and then move on to the next one. They can also remember up to 10 copper chests, at least the most recent ones that they visited. you can use the use button on a copper golem that's carrying some items and it'll drop it. And in case you're wondering, yes, they can place items in trapped chests. There's a difference between Java and Bedrock editions here. Now, I've placed a potion of strength in here. However, I'm going to place these other potions in here. Now, one thing is they cannot distinguish between different potions or suspicious stew in Java edition. However, in Bedrock edition, they can distinguish them. And as you can see, they're dropping them in here. In both editions, copper golems will ignore things like data, as well as durability, contents of shulker boxes, and so on. Copper golems will only interact with regular chests, copper chests, and trap chests. They will not interact with any of these other containers. Copper golems typically do not wander far. They will interact with chests and copper chests within a 65 by 17 by 65 cubic area, which is centered on their original block. Copper golems will also open doors. Now, I have created a bit of a maze for this one here, and in the chest in there, I've got some oak logs. Now, if I place them here, as you can see, he will take some oak logs and enter through this door, go through this door, and place it in this chest. And he'll go back and gather some more. When iron golems are present, they will sometimes put a poppy on a copper golem. This one has one, and this one has one. This one is on its back. To remove the poppy, all you need to use is shears, and there you go. In case you're wondering if piglins will go after copper golems, well, let's take a look. Let's spawn in a copper golem, and this guy's going to start opening his copper chest. They're ignoring him, aren't they? So as you can see, they don't seem to do anything. But maybe it's only with regular chests. Let's try this out here. Got that in there, and this in here. And we'll see what happens. There he goes. He opened it. None of them care. When a copper golem reaches its most oxidized state, it will very shortly turn into a copper golem statue, which is no longer a mob, it's an actual item. To pick up a copper golem statue, you will need a pickaxe, or really anything, but a pickaxe is fastest. As you can see, we now have an oxidized copper golem statue. Now you can place it back down anytime you like, and pick it up. And they retain their pose. Now, how do you change the pose? Just right-click or use the use button. This one is sitting, now it's walking, and now it's spreading its arms and legs like that. And back to the neutral pose. So there are 4 poses. So let's put it in this pose here. It's sitting, let's break it, and now it is actually sitting, as you can see, like this. Place it back down, and it's still sitting. To remove oxidation, just do it like any other copper items. You can use an axe, and as you can see, it is now less oxidized. And let's get it back to its best state here. Now, if you do this one more time, you have animated it. It is now a copper golem once again. If you want to have a waxed copper golem statue, you can take your copper golem statue and honeycomb, and you've got a waxed copper golem statue. Place it down, and it will never oxidize. However, use the axe, and you remove the wax. So it is now a regular copper golem statue. One more, and there we go, it's animated again. Copper golem statues have a redstone component. So if you place this down, and we have them standing, using a comparator, we have a redstone signal of 1. Now if we change this to sitting, it's a redstone signal of 2. And running is 3, and the star position is 4. Are you going to use the copper golem to sort your inventory? Let me know in the comments below. Check out the video on the left to learn more about the copper chest. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.